Well, shit, I was not expecting to have to make this video. Um, yeah, this came as a news out of the blue for me. It was sent in by a good friend of mine, Byron. Sent me a link to this, and yeah, I'm kind of stunned. So, a new console in Rome. Imperator was the first game in many years where I was fully hands-on. I did the original design, the software and architecture, and coded most of the core game mechanics by myself before we got a team assigned to the project. Now, with 3 major updates to the game's lifecycle, the time to pass the torch has come. So yeah, Johan Anderson, the game director, or I guess now former game director of Imperator Rome, is stepping down. Wow. Yeah, I did not expect this at all. That's insane. It's really insane. Reason 1 is because I found someone that can take the game further, Peter Nicholson, known as Arheo here on the forums. He's been working on the project since its early beginnings and knows Imperator front to back. He started as a content designer first, as a creator of so much interactive content in the game, and now he's going to do a fantastic job as game director. I hope you'll join me in welcoming him. Absolutely. Arheo, I spent a lot of time at ParadoxCon talking with him. I think he will do a fantastic job. He's got a vision, and I think he's going to do a really good job. So yeah, massive congratulations and welcome, and yeah, good luck for the future, Arheo. Absolutely. Reason 2 is that I'm going to step in as game director for EU4. I have a lot to share with you about that, but I'll say that for another post so as not to steal too much of Peter's well-deserved spotlight. So why will Peter do a great job? He learned to program on his own during the development of Imperator. He's an enormous amount of interesting ideas that he prototypes himself, and he's a track record of making great improvements to the game. So yeah, this learning to progress on the development, during the development of Imperator, that's really impressive. I did not know that. One thing I will say is, when I was at ParadoxCon, I made a suggestion to him. It was basically, when you're in the ledger and you're looking at your provinces, can I have a button that brings you from the ledger to the province? And he sat down and coded it in about 10-15 minutes in front of me while at ParadoxCon, using nothing but Notepad. Not Notepad++, just regular ass Notepad. So that was quite impressive. And like I say, he's a great guy. He's going to do a fantastic job. What's he done for Imperator since post-launch? In Pompey, he was the one behind the new power-based mechanics, the new character schemes, and the province and governor investments. In Cicero, he did the food mechanics, the redesign of laws, the new cities and settlement mechanics. And for Livy, he's been working on acting game director, where he's been in charge of the game while being responsible for a new mission system and overseeing the design of other features. So yeah, I mean, I'm still kind of stunned. Like, I learned about this. The video's been going for 3 minutes and 20 seconds. I learned about this about 4 minutes ago. So, crazy. So, greetings. Some of you may have noticed my involvement with the project from an early stage. Indeed, I've worked on Imperator since very shortly after it was conceived. I've always had a deep fascination with the Hellenistic era, and I'm incredibly excited to have been given the opportunity to take Imperator Rome onwards to explore new things with the world we've created. A large part of what I'll be doing in the coming months is developing the narrative and identity of Imperator as a whole, exploring what makes the game unique, as well as giving core parts of the game their own IR twist. It would be remiss of me not to acknowledge that IR had a troubled birth. Those of you who remain up to date with the additions and changes we've made since launch will hopefully be aware of the strides we've taken in this regard. I intend to continue development with the momentum and direction you have grown to expect. Ultimately, I feel humbled as well as proud to have been entrusted with the care of Imperator, a game which the community has a large role in shaping. Your feedback and thoughts are immensely important to us, and I have every intention of cultivating the relationship between we as developers and you as community and audience. I'm still really kind of stunned that this has happened, to be honest. I'm going to just do helpful on those ones. I mean, I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure he's going to do a fantastic job, but I was just shocked by the fact that Johan is actually stepping down. And of course, Johan, he was the one that came up with the systems that were not entirely liked in Imperator 1.0. The mana system, the way that all of the You could use mana to just upgrade a pop, the very static and lifeless pops in that. And yeah, I'm sure that kind of has a bit of an effect on people's perception of him, but he's also the guy that turned it all around. He reached out to the community on Twitter and on the forums and said, do you like mana? Do you not like mana? He put up a poll, and the poll's results were pretty clear that mana was not a thing that people enjoyed anymore. So he removed it, and I think that deserves a huge amount of respect. To be able to completely change your entire design philosophy based on community feedback. That is huge, and I have a great deal of respect for Johan for that. Yeah, and Arheo, like I say, having spoken to him extensively at ParadoxCon, I know he's going to do a great job. I'm still just shocked though. All right, well, there's one more post where Johan is posting on the EU4 forums. Hello everyone, I'm very happy to return to EU4 as EU4 team as game director. It's been a few years since I managed this game, and now that we're pushing towards completing a major new expansion, I've decided that for now at least, I'll guide the project into completion. Most of you know that I have a long history, over 20 years, with Europa Universalis, and I've been the game director for EU4 before. I'm very proud of my work on the Art of War and Rights of Man expansions, and EU will always have a very special meaning for me, so I'm excited to return. I'm going to be working on this alongside Henrik Hansen, who most of you know as Groogy. We'll continue developing his great ideas for this expansion and ensure it'll be the best one so far. You'll hear you will hear and see a lot more from Groogy in the coming months. He's a very talented guy with a lot of great ideas for EU, so I hope you'll be pleased with what we've put together. EU development is going strong, we have an excellent team on the game, and it remains a favourite game for a lot of us in the office. We'll continue to keep you updated with developer diaries and so on, so you can see where we're going and get a sense for our wider ambitions for the game. And now it's got me thinking, what if one of the next updates for EU is the removal of mana? Because I'd like that. I'd like that a lot, like a hell of a lot, because it's like one of the biggest parts of EU that I don't like. Yeah, wow. Any more dev responses? No. Well, like I say, that's the news. It's going to be a quick video. I would love to hear what you guys think. Are you glad? Are you sad? Are you... I don't know. I don't know how to feel myself, so I don't know what I'm going to ask you to feel and stuff. What do you hope that Johan coming back to Europa Universalis is going to do for the game? Because for me personally, EU4 is a game that I only really find enjoyment in nowadays playing multiplayer and playing Mayo and Taxes. I don't find the vanilla game fun in single player anymore, and I haven't for a long time. That's why you haven't seen any of it on my channel, because it's boring. 5,000 hours of the game, and yeah, you tend to feel that. So I'm hoping that some special things are coming now that Johan is back, and with his, the track record that he has with Imperator of there's a thing that people don't like about the game, we'll change it. I hope he brings that to EU4 as well, because people really didn't like, oh, there's a new DLC and it's given us 3 buttons to press. Yay. People didn't like that, so hopefully that's gonna change and we won't get any of those. Like, while I think DDR Jake was a really nice fella, I don't think everything he brought to EU4 was good. There were certain things that he brought that were really awesome. I really like the government reforms, but there were also things that he brought that I just did not like at all, and most of it was the philosophy of click a button, get a reward. That's the biggest thing that turned me off EU4. You click a button, you get a reward, and that is not interesting in the slightest, in my opinion. So yeah, anyway, with that out the way, I want to know what you guys think. So please do leave your thoughts in the comment section below. So long, Johan, and welcome back to EU4. I wish you the best of luck, and for Arheo as well. The best of luck and everything like that. So, yeah. Hopefully we've got a bright future ahead for both games now. That would be pretty sweet. Thanks all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.